Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to speak a little louder today because we lost the mic. We got to buy another one. Yay! More content, but it's the same fucking content because we're still working on the floor paint. Like I said in the one video, I'm back to work, she's back to work, so content's a little slower. What are you going to do? We don't do this shit for a living. We just do it because it's fun. So we'll show you what I've got done. Trade. Were the self-tappers. I used the self-tappers just to line everything up and see how well it was going to fit. It really doesn't fit real well back in this area. It fits fine right through here in the middle, but back here I had to use the screws to pull it together, and it's still not together really well. I'm going to have to take a mallet and force some of that down in there. And then up in the front, it doesn't really fit very well. It's nice sheet metal and it's stamped and everything, but this is for a coupe instead of a convertible, because I'm pretty sure I bought the ones for the convertible, so because the convertible is different, but I don't know. Yeah, I had to remake this lip right here because if she picks the camera up and shows you the other side, you'll see that that lip and that whole front face of this I had to rebuild because it's gone. And I'm not rebuilding this thing for a show car, so it's going to look a little patchworked and it's not going to look super great because I am not going to worry about making it look like factory, because this is for me and my dad, and carpet's going over it, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of fucking time on it. The only thing I care about is no water gets in, and there's not a whole lot of damage that can be done to it. So this is the way I'm going to do it. We still have this car to go. I have update on the supercharger for the Snowbra. It threw a spark plug. So I'll be rebuilding the Snowbra, the Cobra, my white convertible Cobra that you've seen on the channel. There's a playlist for it. There's a great video, like a 4-part video of me putting the supercharger on, and here we are about, what, 5-6 months later?
Yeah, well, the Cobra's been sitting for
about 3 months.
Yeah, it's time to
so
fly.
about 5-6 months, so almost a year on after the supercharger was put on. I drove the car for about 6 months or so. I took it to St. Louis and back with the supercharger on it. Ran fine. Coming home from work one day, just casually changing lanes on the highway, not really putting my foot in it, not getting on it. It shot the number 6 spark plug out of the head, and I self-tapped it and did a fix for it, but it's just doesn't sound right. So I got a new set of heads, a new timing kit, and some other goodies that are coming. So look for that on the channel. We're going to be doing a total engine rebuild and reinstall of supercharger on the Cobra. And it's become popular for people in like my age, in their 40s and 30s, to find one of these and start making them a project car to restore, because it used to be, 60s and late 60s, early 70s Mustangs everybody did that with. Those things are scarce and few and far between now. They're getting really hard to find in good shape that aren't total rust buckets. So people have and it's gotten too expensive, so people have kind of abandoned that, and there's been a big push to start reviving these. When that big push to start reviving these, that's what's driving the price up, or the parts. So things like seats, factory seats for these things are now like $1,500 fucking dollars for
ridiculous.
2 front seats and a back seat, where 10 years ago you could have got 2 front seats and a back seats for $100. People were trying to give the seats away. Now, if you bought a center console's $300, and that's not even a complete one. The center console's $300. 2 front seats are $800. The back seat for a convertible back seat, $600.
What's the purpose of this car?
The purpose of this car is to just get it get the floor pans fixed, get it looking nice, to get it back on the road for my father. Because this was my mother and father's car. And my mom passed away from lung cancer 6 years ago. And my dad's just really been down in the dumps over a lot of stuff. His life hasn't been really great since my mom passed away. So getting this back together and giving it back to him for a birthday present is going to be well worth whatever money I spend in it. The problem is I'm not made of money like a lot of people that might watch the channel. But I'm not made of money. But I have, thankfully, the ability to do this kind of stuff.
He has the skills.
And I'll be honest with you, if I don't, I will after I'm done, because that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to learn to do it while I'm doing it. Because there's two things. You either spend a lot of time doing stuff because you're poor and learning how to do stuff because you're poor, or you spend a lot of money because you got the money to spend. Well, I ain't got the money to spend. I was poor. So we spend a lot of time doing stuff and learning how to do stuff. So, yeah, that's a little bit of an update and just some stuff on the channel. So,
what's our next step?
The next step now is I need to find those seat mount brackets that should be in the house in the kitchen. And then bring those out here. Take the floor pan back out now that I know it fits properly. And I've got it where I want it. All I have to do when I go to put it back is just line the holes up I've made. Pull it out, flip it over, weld those on. Then put it back. Start welding it in where it fits correctly, where it's lined up right, and then start taking a mallet, a rubber hammer to it, and massaging it into place. And then once that's done, the next step is to move over to the other side and start the whole process over again.
All right, so we pause now. We find the brackets.
So we'll be back after we find the brackets.
We have found the brackets, and here we are, magically moving.
You're replacing your floor pans by these. Okay. And that little thing's badass.
Little welder?
Yeah, look. Supposed to do that. This flux core welder does a pretty good job, man. That's a pretty good flux core welder. That's not a bad bead up. Lays a pretty good bead. Yeah, that's nice.
Found it.
It's not too bad. It's not the greatest. Spray paint that. Why you gotta be so stupid?
Tried to put it in and had to cut it, and then we had to put it
Yeah,
in
but
again.
I went ahead and did the smart thing and I measured it for length. And I cut it once. It's amazing how that happens. You know, like you fucking planned it or something. I mean, like you had some brains.
It's almost like that, isn't it?
Almost. Like I had some fucking brains or something. But I know
Together?
Yeah, pretty sure that's what they said.
Boom.
Throws it tool apart. Fits. Good for the control arm. So now I gotta remember.
It's like a big fancy mustache.
I went this way.
Yeah.
This way. Nope.
Huh?
I had it right the first time. It goes like this. That.
Needs massaged.
Massaged is a weird word when it literally looks like it's 2 inches too long.
What is LMR doing to us?
This isn't right. It says on the box 83 to 93. But that goes there like that. Do you see a problem? That really doesn't fit. That's not even close.
And this side's got too much, so.
It's not even close to right. That's how it goes, right like that.
Like this one on this side's correct?
No, this is how it goes. I mean, this is the orientation that it goes in.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But it's not even close to right. That's not even close to right. Alrighty, folks. So, if you've been watching the video up to this point, you know that we've hit a gigantic snag. And my transmission tunnel crossover, or the seat brace crossover, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, the part that goes across the middle of the floor pans to kind of tie both sides of the rockers together to the floor to make it sort of a frame, is the wrong one. It's just flat fucking wrong. It's too wide and it's not built correctly. The convertibles have fatter frame rocker panels, and they had a bunch of extra stuff done to the torque boxes and stuff to tie it all in to make it a stronger car because it doesn't have the top. So the transmission crossover tunnel is narrower because you don't have as much room to go across. The rocker panels on the coupe styles, those rocker panels are narrower because they didn't have to be as big because they had the top of the car helping because the top of the car is part of the frame in a unibody car. Since the convertible doesn't have that, you get all the extra stiffness from the stuff they do under it without putting a tube frame under there. So, unfortunately, I bought this transmission crossover tunnel brace like 5 months ago. So I'm kind of thinking that these might not be the right floor pans. These might be for a fucking coupe too. So, yeah, some investigation is needed, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned. We're going to have another video soon about the Hornet. So, we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.
Stay gangster.